first of all, tell me what brings you to New York for Climate Week?
Yes, we think that tackling climate change need a lot of new ideas and technologies, and everybody is talking about renewable energy, but no one is really talking today about the material aspects, because all or a lot of CO2 emissions are really coming from things that surround us, which is my suit, which is my car, which is the train you are driving to work with, the planes we are using, the housings and the buildings we are using, all the streets and everything. All of this is a materialized world, and no one is really thinking about using the idea to make this world maybe to become CO2 negative, because to most of the people it hasn't come into their mind that this would be doable. So we think it's doable, and that's why we are here, in order to discuss it with specialists and also financial analysts.
And you have a process to make carbon negative materials. Tell me about your technology.
So the idea is quite simple. I come from an engineering background, and the engineer would tell you the simple idea that we can make carbon fibers out of CO2, because CO2 is having one C atom and two oxygen atoms, and for example by photosynthesis it is possible to get this combination cracked, for example by solar light, and then we can use this carbon atom to make pure carbon fibers out of it, because carbon fibers are consisting by 95 to 98% out of pure carbon. Now, in order to do this, we need a lot of energy. This is clear, and this energy today comes from electrical power, making carbon fibers out of fossil fuel, for example. In the future, we think we can use sunlight directly without the need of any electricity, which makes the whole process 3 times more energy efficient.
And you have a sample here of the product that comes out of this process. Do you want to show it to the camera?
Yes, we combine the carbon fibers because we want certainly to minimize the amount of carbon fibers being used, because it's energy intensive. For example, we have a sample here with a mineral material like granite. Granite has amazing properties. It's light as aluminum, and it has a flexibility of aluminum as well. And this is, as long as this is stabilized in a sustainable way, we can even make granite flexible. So why we use this granite? This could be also concrete, for example, but the granite is much more pressure resistant than concrete, and it is the utmost mostly available stone, which is available on a stone planet like the Earth.
And of course, the question with any of these solutions, any entrepreneur trying to get something to market, is how much does it cost? Can the world afford this?
This is a good point, and this is the main question that we have been asked for years. And we have made financial analysis in the past months, and we believe that we can, by the way I described the technology, with the energy efficiency that is 3 times better than producing carbon fibers today, bring down the price of carbon fibers by a factor of 2, which would ensure that carbon fiber price is competitive with steel, and we could replace all steel that is today being used in construction.
And how much would that cut emissions by if you were able to replace all the steel with your products?
If we would be able to replace all steel with our product, we would need 1 gigaton of pure carbon per year, which would translate into about 4 gigatons of CO2 that would have been bound in the building system or in the building materials. which is a significant number because on the other side we would save about 4 gigatons of CO2 emissions being caused by steel production today. This would be a delta of 8 gigatons per year, and we've been discussing with climate experts that this is a significant number they would propose to go for.
And what are the markets that you're targeting with this product? Do you see potential in developing countries and developed countries? Where do you hope to expand your product into?
Yeah, first of all, we have to think about where this product where the materials would have to be produced at their best. Developing countries are especially interesting for the production of the material because they have a lot of sun. We need direct sunlight for the photosynthesis process on one hand, and also for the carbonization process of the carbon fiber with parabolic mirrors, for example. You wouldn't install them in Germany or the UK, but more likely in countries like Spain, Morocco, Mexico, or in South America.